Crypto markets are finally starting to show some signs of life once again. Investors are excited, they're getting back into it, and I'm happy to say that some of our absolute favorite altcoins are starting to pump hard. But we're only at the beginning, and so now still very much is the time to set yourself up for huge gains come the peak of the crypto bull cycle. So we're setting up a little bit of an ambitious challenge here. We're taking $1,000 and doing our best to turn that 4 figures into 6 figures. So from $1,000 to $100,000. So in the context of the upcoming crypto bull cycle, we have 8 quality altcoin projects that we're banking on today that we're investing in, including one, by the way, that I'm certain you've never heard of. Welcome to the channel. My name is Maddie. This is Altcoin Buzz. Best of luck as always if you choose to invest, and I do mean that genuinely, as long as we all remember that I am not a financial or investment advisor. Therefore, this video is not official financial or investment advice. Imagine centralized exchange trading access and liquidity, but with no KYC. You can get the volume and the pricing you need without any KYC requirements using BYDFi. It's true. You can trade over 400 trading pairs in the spot market or 150 pairs in the perps market, and you can withdraw 0.5 BTC daily. Plus, fees are super low. We're talking 0.6% for futures and perp trades. Slippage is basically non-existent, and you can trade with up to 200 times leverage or set and forget with the auto invest. And again, all with no KYC. You're also going to get up to $8,698 in bonuses for trying BYDFi, along with a free month of our money-making Altcoin Buzz Alpha service just for giving BYDFi a try. You can check out this deal by clicking the link in the description of this video and the pinned comment below. Let's talk a little bit about the bull cycle here and what's upcoming, because whether or not you agree that the bull market is here now already, that doesn't matter. One thing, however, is clear. The worst is definitely over, and a lot of coins have made huge gains off their bear market lows. And a lot of the great projects that we continue to follow, that we continue to support, have been building and have been getting fundamentally stronger during this bear cycle. Just check out some of the huge gainers that we've seen in the last 60 days. So Ordi, that's O-R-D-I from Bitcoin Ordinals, that's up 550%. Kujira, which is a major part of our Master 50X crypto portfolio, that's up 490%. Thorchain is up 190%. Solana is up 190%, and Chainlink is up 145%. And honestly, those are just some of the more popular and household altcoins. All in all, it's at least the beginning of what seems to be a broad and well-supported upward altcoin cycle. We absolutely feel that this bull cycle, especially with the altcoins, is going to continue for a little while. And so we're betting on 8 projects. Again, the 8th of which is one that is a wild card. I am sure you've not heard of it before. Okay, so let's start from the top and let's look at the biggest cap projects that we have on the list here. The foundation of any portfolio in crypto should be on large cap players. They've proven themselves over time, and overall they represent less risk than some of the smaller, more speculative projects. But that being said, even some of the bigger caps have very high potential for ROI, return on investment. And I know that you've heard of all this talk of BTC going to $750,000 or maybe $1 million per coin if it gets priced similar to gold and has gold supply. But 1 million is a 30x from here. One day that'll happen. It's very possible, but not just yet. We're going to be a little bit more conservative here. Plus, the Bitcoin halving is coming very soon in April of 2024. So don't believe people when they say that the halving is priced in. It's not. Every 4 years, people say this, and every 4 years, they're wrong. So without question, I think it's obvious, Bitcoin is in our portfolio. It is the king of all cryptos. It takes up our number 1 spot. But Ethereum is also in our portfolio at number 2 here. And yes, ETH has issues, lots of issues actually, but it still dominates. And here's the thing. More smoother operating L2s only means more total volume, TVL, and transaction activity for Ethereum. Because after all, they all go there for final settlement and must pay gas fees. We're moving quickly here, and our third big cap is one that was really left off to the side to die like an injured animal. But to its credit, it licked its wounds, it refused to quit, it wouldn't go away. Of course, I'm talking about Solana. And it was lying on its deathbed at about an $8 low. But bold investors have already done great with Solana in the last few months. Let's take a look at the last 6 months here, the last 180 days. Let's actually zoom out a little bit further to the last year. You can see the performance has been spectacular. And honestly, we expect this growth to continue. So to summarize here, the 3 large caps in order of holding will be Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana. 60% of our portfolio, or $600 out of that 1,000, will be just in these 3. 25% to Bitcoin, or $250. 20% to Ethereum, $200. And 15% or $150 for Solana. Did you get the Scroll Quintic NFT? We informed all of our Altcoin Buzz Alpha members about it on the 1st of November. And as of late, our members have a lot more than just that to be happy about, because they have over $1,500 in airdrop profits, 140% profit on Launchpad tokens, 150% profit on 2 gems in particular. They have a heads up on 2 upcoming IDOs, 90 or more % profit on many other calls, plus 60% profit on flip calls, and they have over $150 in monthly passive income being generated automatically. I think it's safe to say that we are one of the best crypto membership programs out there, and the price tag is only $15 per month. You still have time to join before the crypto bull run really sets in, but you gotta check out the links in the description of this video as well as the pinned comment below. Now we talk about mid-caps and strong overarching crypto narratives, because following strong narratives will help you get those big bull market returns. We have 40% more to invest, or $400, and we're putting 9% into each of these 4 big narrative coins. And the first narrative that we're looking at is proof of work, because yes, believe it or not, proof of work is making a comeback. In fact, Ethereum's switch to proof of stake became a pretty healthy reminder of what people liked previously about proof of work in the first place. And by far, our favorite POW project, besides Bitcoin, of course, is Kaspa. Kaspa is proof of work, but with better scaling than most POW projects. It has great fundamentals really all the way around. Okay, and the next big narrative that we're focusing on here is real-world assets. The tokenization and selling of real-world assets on-chain is something that we only expect to grow from here. And one of our top choices in this narrative is Centrifuge. Centrifuge happens to be down at the time of this recording, but as we can see, it's up a good 140% in the last 60 days. And this trend should continue as TradFi, traditional finance, finds its way into crypto. Another dominant narrative, and I'm sure one that you saw coming from a mile away, is AI, artificial intelligence. You don't need me to tell you how big an impact AI is having on the world, on jobs, on the economy, on markets. It's really hard to overstate how important it's become. And we feel this effect will only grow from here. Therefore, our AI pick, because we expect chip production and chip space for computation and image rendering to continue, is Akash. Akash has a system of buying, selling, and leasing GPU space to help with AI computations. And because the public is so interested in the results of AI searches and prompts, we often don't think about how much computing power is necessary to render just a simple drawing or to analyze a set of documents. And it's a lot. Many of the new crypto AI apps will need a place like Akash to rent GPU space while they get started to prove their concept and show their app can be successful. So very simply, as AI grows, Akash network and its ticker AKT will correspondingly grow as well. The last narrative into which we are investing here is financial app chains. And we've liked the app chain narrative for quite a while now. Financial app chains in particular have lots of things going for them. The financial trade-offs when building are very advantageous both to the chain and to the Web2 trading firms. And the undisputed leader in this area is Injective. They're just crushing it. INJ has come a very long way looking at the last year. Tremendous growth during a pretty rough time. And we have no reason to believe this won't continue. So the final project, which we're allocating 9% toward due to its narrative, is Injective. Again, ticker INJ. Okay, last but not least here, our 8 selection is reserved for, like I said, our wildcard altcoin. You've probably noticed by now, if you've been doing the math, that we have 4% left to allocate, or $40, right? Because 60% went into the big caps, 36% went into the mid caps and strong narratives. So we're investing our last $40 here. And we went deep into the vault with our research team to get this recommendation. Microvision Chain and its token SPACE, SPACE. That's getting our last 4%. And here's why it's impressive. MVC is building a layer 2 for Bitcoin with UTXO-based smart contracts. UTXO is the specific type of transaction outputs you get from Bitcoin. Most other coins actually don't use it. It's a scaling solution for Bitcoin, and also they're working on decentralized digital IDs. Both are stories that we can get behind and that we like a lot. And our research team loves this project. Every coin comes from POW mining. No pre-mining either. That is to say, it was a fair launch project. And as of now, about 1.9 million space are in the market out of a 21 million total supply. This was definitely an early discovery for us. It was the kind of project that we were talking about with our paid alpha members, but we wanted to share the love a little bit because we couldn't keep it to ourselves, quite frankly. This is definitely one to invest in and kind of forget about at least until the bull market emerges, but $40 could go a long way with the type of potential this one has. Higher risk, but certainly higher reward, and it's one that we'll be keeping an eye on. Once again, Microvision Chain, ticker SPACE.